Hello, Niall, Mark. Afternoon, everyone. Flags up for the first on their way forwards. Coming in. They're off. Jumped away in today's opener, the Racing TV Novices Hurdle, 2 miles and a furlong in front of the field. It will be throat lash towards the inner of More Coko as they rise up and over number 1. They all popped over it neatly as well. Not far from the speed is Blakey Boy, maroon with the white stripe on the jacket, racing a little wider of Can Uncle Can I, who's there in the 2 shades of green. In against the fence, the Spotted Silks of Zeppelin follows, racing a further length in advance of King Coconut and Beau Cruz. Couple behind at this point in time, and they are Inter and Buzz Iceclear, who was just throwing the head around a little side to side there in the hands of Jamie Hamilton. About to head up the home straight for the first time and onwards towards the 2 flights of hurdles on this section of the course. Throat lash has the advantage here early of about 2 lengths from More Coko, keeping wider for Patrick Mullins in second. Still a bit deeper as well is Blakey Boy, running around the outside of Can Uncle Can I. On the inside fence then is Zeppelin, who was second at Newcastle last time out. Midfield position for the newcomer, King Coconut, who's in company with Beau Cruz, the best turned out winner. Then we have Buzz Iceclear and finally Inter. Over the flight of hurdles prior to the enclosures, that'll become the last after another circuit here. And Throat Lash continues to set a very modest gallop. They have not gone that hard early, and rider Brian Hughes has a little glance in behind. Still keeping wider More Coko. Not wanting to have any part of the inner line is Patrick Mullins at the moment. Can Uncle Can I back in 3rd place, and then on the inside rail, Zeppelin in 4th position. Very well stacked up the next wave of runners, a bit deeper Blakey Boy racing on the outer of Beau Cruz, King Coconut and also Buzz Iceclear. And then last of all is Inter still watching on, but would be about 8 lengths, first to last at the moment, remaining pretty well stacked as they go slightly downhill now on the work their way towards hurdle number 4. Throat Lash on the left as we look down the back straight, on the right More Coko, looking to remain unbeaten after those 2 successes over at Tremor. Can Uncle Can I races in 3rd with Blakey Boy, still a bit deeper in the hands of Henry Brook. On the inside is Zeppelin, then King Coconut for Danny McMenamin, racing with Beau Cruz as they now come into the wings of their next hurdle. Up and over they go. They all jumped it okay. At the back end, Buzz Iceclear just got a little bit of a squeeze along come landing. Rising now and going towards number 5. Soon be back towards their starting point here in today's opener. Throat Lash up and over narrowly ahead, with on the outer still More Coko. They continue to be a good 5 horse widths apart though in their run. Another gap of 4 lengths or so to Can Uncle Can I, who's shading 3rd now quite clearly as they rise once more. In behind them, Blakey Boy starting to feel the pinch a little, just being squeezed, but did respond with a bit more effort on the outside of Beau Cruz. Down the order now is King Coconut, racing in company with Inter and the pushed along Buzz Iceclear. Starting the turn back towards home then, race about to unfold. A Racing TV Novices Hurdle coming to a conclusion, still 2 to take. Throat Lash on the running rail remains in advance of More Coko 1 and 2. They're tracked through by Zeppelin and Can Uncle Can I. On the outside of rivals is Blakey Boy. Beau Cruz trying to weave through up the inside and is starting to make a little bit of headway. There's still quite a few chances here as they're on this climb up towards the second last now. Throat Lash on the left. On the right, More Coko hasn't gone for anything yet. Between them is Zeppelin. Can Uncle Can I with a bit of a blunder. Still there on the inside is Beau Cruz. Throat Lash now is down into a full drive, and More Coko is still held together, travelling very powerfully. More Coko upsides Throat Lash here at the last. Here comes the final flight. They rise together, but it's only a matter of time. More Coko is toying with his rivals. He's now edging away 3-4 lengths rather swiftly. Can Uncle Can I is trying to run on and press Throat Lash for second, but they're all playing second best here because More Coko is going to be a most easy winner. Never off the bridle and is now 3 out of 3. More Coko beats Can Uncle Can I. Throat Lash finished in 3rd, and 4th money goes the way of Beau Cruz.
More Coko won the first race here at Carlisle for Willie Mullins and Patrick. Willie's had runners here before. Benny, did you won a Lister race?
Yeah, I remember Benny when she won over here, and everyone says it's always one of the best chase tracks in the country. It's my first time here, but it's a brilliant track. Very idiosyncratic, or I'm not quite sure if I'm saying that right, but quite like Tremor, a bigger version. I'd love to come back and ride the chase track anyway.
Yeah. Hopefully you'll come back. What's that? I think it's 14 different tracks this side of the RC now you've rode successfully at.
Yeah, dumps tracks. I have a winner at Epsom as well, but we won't count that one. But I'd like to. I think there's 41. I think so. Look, if we keep ticking them off, maybe 4 or 5 or 6 a year, we might get there. But it's something. It'd be a nice adventure to try anyway.
Your dad happy to let you pick and choose some horses to bring over?
He might not know I'm here actually. So yeah, there's a few like this fella's a homebred. My mother owned him, and there's a few horses there that maybe I know the owners, and I don't think I'll be able to bring over the likes of Kopek Des Bordes or any of those. But look, the boys who bought him, Paul and John, they're Irish, but they're based in England, so it suited for him to come over. So look, I might have a mare for Newcastle next week, and might bring Chartopper back to Kelso in March. So a few more pit stops.
More to tick off. Yeah. You mentioned Kopek Des Bordes. Good place to start the weekend. Maybe we should start with Galopin, but how impressive was he yesterday, Kopek?
Yeah, but sure, look, when I rode him in his bumper, he hadn't had a great prep, and we kind of thought he might blow up, and he blew the field apart. I'm not sure what happened to him at Christmas with his jumping. I think he might have tweaked something at the first, because he'd schooled well before, and we've done plenty of schooling with him since, and he's been good. So now look, he ran a bit keen because Paul was letting him go and jump, and I thought, considering how keen he ran to finish like he did, that really upgraded the performance in my eyes.
Final demand the day before?
Far easier watch. Settle in the box seat, jump great. Like Kopek, a big chasing type. I won his dam in Lepston Zuska, so we know the pedigree well. But with him, we weren't really, we hoped he was as good as he was, but we hadn't opened him up at home, and we don't need to now.
You don't need, they're too superior, aren't they?
And they have the pedigrees, they have the stallions, they have the looks. And Final Man maybe looks the easier ride. Kopek is maybe a little bit keener, but he's going to be running over 2 miles now, I imagine, and Final Man will be going 2.5, so you wouldn't swap them.
You wouldn't swap Galopin Des Champs. He's a horse of a lifetime. I know your dad had Florida Pearl them years ago, and he's had obviously good chasers since, Gold Cup winners, but he's just a bit special, isn't he? His attitude is unbelievable.
Sure he is, isn't he? I mean, for me, he's the masterpiece of Willie's career as such, but we're so lucky to have him, and the Thurleys are fantastic owners. I'm delighted for them. But it's mad, the fall in Cheltenham that year just made him into the pro he is. Since then, he settles. He used to jump kind of, you'd be heart in your mouth, whereas now it's like watching a PlayStation. It's just press X and he just pops over. The jump at the second last, he met it on that it's a tricky fence, he met it on that half stride where he could have stepped, and he just came up and gave it 2 foot.
Watching on, the reception he got was fantastic.
Fabulous reception, it was like the Hurricane Fly days, there's people running down off the stands, and hopefully he can go back and get another one like it next year. Yeah,
absolutely. We look forward to seeing him hopefully back at Cheltenham. Lossiemouth, I know you flew over from Manchester into Manchester early this morning, but have you heard any news? She okay after a fall?
She was home last night, a bit stiff and sore and sorry in herself, but fine. Look, she was going toe to toe with the champ, and she was just lucky. She was lucky. She could have been, from where I was 100 yards back, I thought she might not get up from the back of the hurdle. So look, it's not ideal. The only silver lining I can see is that
they didn't get a hard race.
They were going to give one each other a grueler of a race, and like Stateman's so lazy. Paul just said he just turned the engine off and he hacked home. That's the silver lining.
He was very lucky, Stateman, and skillful, maybe just to avoid her on the ground.
Yeah. I mean, from where I was, it wouldn't have been the end of the world if she'd brought him down. But it was great because it would have been a terrible spectacle if he had gone down. But at least he's got his confidence back. And Paul said the fact that he was able to jump out and travel, he was a different horse on Christmas.
El Fabiolo, again, he went down early.
Big ask, I suppose, coming back from a long layoff in a race like that when they were going particularly fast. It's a tricky fence. He got up, he was fine. I didn't hear this morning, but he was fine afterwards. I'm hoping, a bit like Galopin, that might teach him, because he didn't fall in Cheltenham. He made a mistake, but he didn't fall. Whereas hopefully getting it bang off the ground now, he might just pick up his feet next time.
Are we allowed to mention the bumper? Is that a touchy subject? Picking the wrong one again?
Both days, look, a Green Splendour, I gave him an average ride. I think I'd been second if I'd ridden him handier. He's just not quick. And the bumper then, I got off my mare in Order St George mare, Fusion Prospect in Paris, and I said, you're a bit saucy for me, I'm not sure I'll ride you.
Bambino Fever?
No, the one I rode.
Sorry.
And I said, I don't think I'll ride her in DRF, she's too saucy. And I rode her home and she was fine, and I thought she'd settled, but I knew my fate when I went out to the parade ring, she was too hot. Where at Manfino Fever, Jodie just got her settled, and she's a fine mare. She's big, strong mare, not like a filly. She could be a live contender for Cheltenham.
You wouldn't be on her, Cheltenham, is that right? She'd have 10-12?
10-12, yeah, I wouldn't be on her, unfortunately. So, but, you know, she definitely deserves to go there. And there's Aintree as well, but I'm not sure. I don't think she's a real quick mare. And Aintree's a quick race. Tight bends, good ground, flat track. I think she'd be a great ride in Cheltenham.
The whole team are going to reflect on, I know going into it, lots of pressure, but fantastic weekend. You'll take them results any day.
Without doubt. And, you know, we've everyone at home has really pulled it together. Rachel Robbins, she's finishing up on yesterday. That was her last day, and she's been our head girl for ages. And she did a fantastic job. She had
What a way to go out!
What a way to go out! Statement and Kopek Des Bordes. So you know, we'll be having a party for her next week, and everyone in the yard just really pulled it out of the bag because Christmas didn't go perfectly. And everyone's pulled together, and it's a big team effort now. It
was. Hopefully the next 6 weeks go perfect for you. Great to see you, Carlisle, today. Very well done.
And hopefully we're back.
Okay.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.